Hello everyone. Welcome to Sci 24/7. I'm Shanti and I'll be hosting this webinar today along with Ilango Vimal, our technical expert. As you all know, today's session will be on the role of log management in aiding the observability of your distributed environment. So we'll be covering the basics of log management, a few business use cases on how it aids observability, and how Sci 24/7 manages logs along with a product demo today. To build context, let's start with the basic question: what is log management? Well, as most of us would know, log management is the process of collecting, consolidating, indexing, and analyzing logs to troubleshoot issues quickly. It involves log centralization, where logs from multiple sources are aggregated and presented for analysis. Logs are very crucial for DevOps to accelerate their troubleshooting and reduce the mean time to repair. Site 24/7 is a SaaS-based log management solution. So, why is it important to manage these logs? Businesses generate large volumes of logs from different applications, servers, databases, network devices, and also the cloud. Switching between multiple consoles to debug issues may not be easy. To continue, there could be multiple reasons, including erroneous code, that contribute to operational issues which admins need to find and fix. There can also be exceptions, timeouts, slow queries, and more, which could be found out only using log analysis. In some cases, the issue might be simple and fixed using automation to identify which log management is necessary. Admins need to be alerted of critical vulnerabilities before they impact the user experience. Finally, to reduce the mean time to repair. A log management tool can track and provide you with timely updates on all critical instances that impact business operations and also useful for auditing purposes. Business environments are distributed across platforms. While some are on premises, some are on the cloud and virtualized platforms. For any sort of debugging, troubleshooting, or analysis, everyone depends on logs. Be it a system admin, a developer, or a DevOps person, everyone rely on logs, especially in these kinds of distributed environments where servers are distributed across data centers. There could be 100 plus app servers scattered across grids and data centers. This makes it difficult to take remote control and examine the logs. However, not everyone might have access to all the logs. Due to the restricted access, those who need to troubleshoot might need Telnet to access the machine and then check the log files and check across thousands of lines of codes. This is all simplified with one unified console where all logs can be uploaded and searched using simple queries. Site 24/7 also analyzes and provides the query results in the form of charts and dashboards to obtain actionable insights. Coming to the observability part, we all know that observability is a tooling or technical solution that allows teams to debug their systems actively. It is a state of readiness of the DevOps teams to instantaneously identify unexpected application behavior and pinpoint the root cause. Well, how does log management aid observability? While metrics, traces, and logs are the three pillars of observability, logs help you identify a set of parameters leading to a state of the system. This is where logging provides context. Let's take a look at some business use cases to understand this better. Let's start with the basic use case of a slow web server. We all know the level of frustration a slow web server can lead to. It can have a direct impact on the user experience. A research from the Nielsen Norman Group has determined that an average user will leave a site after about 10 seconds of waiting for a page to load. Hence, identifying the root cause and fixing web server slowness is important. This is common across business types with many reasons that can be attributed to it. We'll consider the frequent case of CPU spike. You can check web server access logs like Apache access logs, and this involves step-by-step debugging. Observe if there is an abnormal spike in the number of requests. If yes, drill down further to check if the requests are valid. If they are invalid, that solves the case. If they are valid, then you can move to the next step and check if the request IPs are the same or different, for which you can use the group by operator in the query. If this is also normal, you can check the response time to find slow requests. Thus, you can achieve all this from a single screen using simple queries. For this, you can save a search query which ops team can use when there is an issue. So here is a simple search query to obtain the search results for every 15 minutes. If you want to obtain the response time for different time ranges, you can use this query. If any request is taking too much time, you can use Site 24/7 APM Insight to track the backend calls, or even Site 24/7 server monitoring to identify CPU spike. Well, I'll move to the next use case now. Let's consider Zilker and ISP. Zilker's weekend traffic is always higher than the weekday traffic. However, this particular weekend has experienced an abnormal peak in traffic, which the ops engineer suspects to be an MITM or DDoS attack. Well, this can take a toll on the brand's reputation. Hence, the engineer has to analyze if the traffic is organic or an anomaly. In this case, he has to compare the weekend traffic spike with that of the past weekend to analyze if it's normal or abnormal. For this, one can add all key performance indicators to a dashboard so that the key metrics can be viewed at one glance along with other monitoring metrics, and they can be easily compared. You can also use Site 24/7 network monitoring and NetFlow monitoring for detailed insights on traffic analysis. Now that we have seen a few use cases, we shall take a view at the Site 24/7 web client to learn how a log profile and a log type can be created. AppLogs works with existing Site 24/7 server monitoring agent. So if you don't have one, you can install it from the server tab that's right here. We all know that every application writes logs differently. Hence, you have to define how each one writes logs so that there is a distinction. For this, we shall go to the admin tab and try adding a few log types. Go to the admin tab. So if your log type is already supported by Site 24/7, you can directly go and create a log profile. Like Site 24/7 by default supports Apache Access logs, Cassandra logs, cron logs, and even few cloud logs. So if that's your log type is already there in the list, you can go and directly create a log profile. If not, go to log type, click on the plus icon, and then, for instance, let me try adding server logs. Okay. Server logs. So then define the maximum upload limit. This is based on the storage available in your account. So for instance, I give 15 now, and you need to give at least minimum 3 sample log lines. So I have this here. Just paste it, and you have to define the log pattern, which I've already defined, and I have it here. Then it's like you can either manually upload or you can choose an API upload. You can enable this. For now, I'm disabling it, and now we can directly click save and proceed to log profile. So here you have to enter a proper log profile name, server logs, and choose the type here as server logs that we have added now. And then you have to give the log source a local file, and you can choose the path, like which path to use. For example, include this path, that is fetch logs from this particular path. Okay. And then choose a time zone based on yours. So for instance, I give PST, and then choose a group to which for monitor group to receive proper alerts if this type is down. And then you can associate this log profile with servers if needed, and then click this, click save. So now that you have added log types and log profile for your server logs, we can try searching across those logs. So you can search across these logs using query language based search. So we have to go to the app logs tab from the left pane, and then simply give server logs. Just checking the time. Okay, so this is how the logs have been fetched. So enter a query and you choose a time, and then can search across these logs. We also provide different shards for different search queries. For example, group by queries can obtain results as donut shards for the ease of identification and classification. I'll show you an example now. For example, try APM exceptions and errors. Group them by their application name. So this is what I told. It's like this is each application is denoted in this donut chart. Or if you want a count distinct value for a given period of time, then you can give that in the search query. Event log and count distinct. I'll give source here. So these are the count distinct values for the source in the Windows event log. Or if you provide a time slice query, I'll show you that example as well. This error. Time slice. One. So this is how you get a bar chart for the time slice query. So you can click on the star icon to save this search for future reference. So, and you can also use the save search to configure alerts and provide a display name. Silver test alert. And you can choose how your default chart type should be line chart, area chart, or bar chart. And you can add this to custom dashboard by just by checking the box here, and then click save and create an alert to create an alert. So this takes you to the alerts tab. You can choose to be alerted based on the trend observed or the threshold fix. That's trend based and count based alerts. For trend based alerts, the alert will be based on the trend learned over the configured days. Like I'll first give a name, test alert. So for trend-based alert, you just have to give the number of days, like the logs to be observed. For instance, I give a week's time and then increases by 1%. So you can configure to receive alerts in frequent intervals, and also the logs to be checked like, at what interval. And then account-based alert is simply the number of log lines that match the query given, beyond which you'll receive alerts. So I'll give here 1 here, and this check frequency and alert ones is all same. And then user alert group is like your admin group, or which group alert group should be receiving these alerts. And then you just simply click save. That's it. You can receive alerts through email, SMS, and voice calls. Soon you'll also be able to receive AppLogs alerts via third-party tools like Slack. So this icon here, we view all the saved searches and recent searches by clicking here. So this gives you the recent searches and also the saved searches. The saved search that we click, you can access that here. You can also access all the saved searches and alerts from the admin, AppLogs, and saved searches. So this will show you all the saved search, and similarly for alerts. So you can also view a dashboard and populate the search results on a dashboard. For this, that has to be done from the app logs tab. So for instance, I give Windows event log, and you can view this in a dashboard. All the event type, task category, everything you'll view as different widgets in a dashboard. So we can also create a custom report for the same and receive this dashboard as a report. For this, you have to go to the admin tab, go to report settings, schedule reports, and then click schedule report. Here, you have to choose the report type as app logs report here, and you can choose it for a particular log type or all log types. So I'll choose Windows events logs here because that's what we saw in the dashboard now. And then set the frequency, like when should you be receiving, daily or weekly, and then send reports to which group, admin group or anything. And then you can choose send now or save. If you click send now, that will immediately be sent to your admin group. I have a download of such a report which I can demonstrate now. So here is such a Windows event log report. So this is how your report will look like when the PDF is sent to your user alert group. So I'll give a pause to my demo here. We'll go back to the presentation. We were discussing about query language based search. Here are some more examples. So this is the search result when you use OR in the query that will fetch you the results based on given conditions that you provide here. And this is a sort report that will sort based on the conditions you provide. And then this is an aggregate report, and the results will appear as widgets and also charts in parallel. And a distinct report will give you distinct results. So that's it with this query language. You have few more to explore. You can try the tool by yourself and explore the different types of charts and reports that we provide for different search queries. Next, we'll move to another use case now. This will cover a scenario which provides a negative user experience to customers. We all hate it when we read payment failed, please try again. Every business involving payments is prone to payment failure issues. This will frustrate customers as they might not know whether the payment is complete or not. Moreover, this will also increase the number of calls to the customer support. There could be many reasons like technical issues, security attacks, or payment gateway downtimes that lead to such issues. Admins will be able to identify about the failures from customers, receive alerts from pre-configured search queries, or visualize from the AppLogs dashboard. However, To analyze the root cause, admins have to analyze different logs using different tabs and correlate the necessary fields. We have simplified this. So this is simplified with app logs as it allows you to compare related fields in two log types. In this case, you can compare the related fields in your server log and the payment gateway application to drill down easily. I'll demonstrate this in the client again. So we'll go to the app logs tab. So we'll go to the app logs tab and then choose the time, and then we'll retain the time as it is. So we'll give the log type as same server logs, and message contains enable to connect to payment gateway. So this fetches the results for the message unable to connect to payment gateway. Here, you have to click on the colon for the actions and click related log templates, and then go to add related log templates. So here you can give the template as template, some name, and then choose the log type. I'll consider Windows event logs here, and level contains log level. So how should the search be done before 10 minutes of this log line that we chose here? Before and after 10 minutes is what I give here, and then click save. So now you just simply click on the query here that the related log template will be created, which means you'll be able to view the common fields in the server log and also the Windows event log. That is, for the particular payment gateway failure log line, you can follow the fields of the application log in that event log. So here you'll be able to identify failed auto template retrieval of the third-party root certificate. So we see a similar error in this Windows event log as well. So we saw error like unable to connect to payment gateway in your server logs, and also this Windows event log also shows the same error. So thus, when you identify the same error in two different logs, you can relate them and zero down on the error. So this is how the related log templates feature works. That helps you to identify the issue by comparing two different log types in one single screen. So I'll move back to the presentation. Further, if you identify that the third-party payment gateway is throwing exceptions, you can configure IT automation, the feature that's available in Site24 already, and automate your incident remediation. Otherwise, if you identify this to be a code level problem, you can assign a developer to fix this. AppLogs provides you with a shareable URL that you can use to notify users about the issue. So if you have seen here, this is how the shareable URL works. So you can share this URL with your recipient so that they can just follow this. So done with this use case, we'll move on to the next use case, which is AWS related. So this is because most businesses have their data deployed on the cloud and chiefly AWS. Be it any cloud environment, many users might have access to it, and that may lead to unnecessary activity. For instance, let's consider Zilker observes an increase in the number of KMS keys deleted from the AWS cloud. This is definitely an alarming issue as the data could be lost permanently. Any user with IAM roles might have deleted the keys while testing or even unknowingly. However, an increase in the number of deletions could be an unwanted activity as it might lead to data loss. Here, what should you do? You first have to find out who has deleted the key. If you monitor AWS CloudTrail logs using Site24/7, you can easily figure out the user activity and take necessary actions based on them. So here's a sample screenshot for that. Different cloud providers, including AWS and Azure, with exclusive dashboards available for each log type, you can track all KPIs at one glance. So if your resources are deployed on Azure, you can upload Azure activity logs to Site24/7 and do a similar troubleshooting. That's the case of like keys getting deleted. So you can use Azure activity logs for the similar troubleshooting. Next, coming to the next use case, identity management is crucial in an organizational setup to have control over who should access what. Unauthorized access can lead to data theft. So let's consider an example. Zilker uses Okta for identity management. So Zilker observes some unnecessary user activity that has led to failed logins. So what can Zilker do? Zilker can install 24/7's Okta plugin, create a log profile for it, and then upload Okta logs to Site 24/7. So now Site 24/7 can help Zilker identify top events, application severity, failed logins, successful logins, logged in users. And one more interesting addition to AppLogs is that you can also collect and manage Zoom events from Zoom meetings, Zoom video conferences, webinars, chats, audio calls, and analyze the performance of each call so that you can eliminate the reasons for poor quality and glitches using AppLogs. So we have an exclusive dashboard with which you can obtain all Zoom metrics in one glance. So we can ensure the positive user experience for all your employees who attend business meetings during the remote work. Next, to sum up all this, on the whole, Site 24/7 can manage a wide range of your logs with advanced search analytics. It is secure, it is scalable as it is deployed in the cloud. So coming to the pricing. So we have different add-ons based on your needs. So but for different size ranges from 10 GB to 1 TB. So you can start your 30-day free trial and know the rich feature set by yourself. So this is what I mean when I say Site 24/7 is scalable, as there are different add-ons to use. So before wrapping up for the day, let me tell you a little more about Site 24/7. Site 24/7 is an all-in-one monitoring solution that provides monitoring for different components that run your IT. Be it websites on the front end, servers, applications, network on the back end, Site 24/7 has got everything covered. This doesn't stop here. Site 24/7 covers all your virtualization platforms, cloud, containers, and provides a single console monitoring irrespective of where your infrastructure is deployed. Site 24/7 is not only all-in-one monitoring solution, but also a comprehensive tool. To add more, staying in sync with the uptime and performance on global level is important. That's why we have monitoring done from 100 plus global locations and provide no hassle for customers to maintain any supporting infrastructure. You can also write your own plugins, scale up to your needs, and maintain your hybrid IT environment with Site 24/7's AI-powered insights and instant alerts. Talking about security, Site 24/7 complies with all major security standards as it undergoes an industry standard security audit every year, where an evaluation of the design and operating effectiveness of control is diligently done. Is your organization using Slack, Jira, or Microsoft Teams? Site 24/7 integrates with all major collaboration tools to route notifications through them. The list doesn't end here actually. You can add, we keep adding them based on customer needs. So if you want yours to get added to this list, just drop a post on Site 24/7 community. We'll have it done for you. It's time you join us. More than 10,000 customers trust Site 24/7 to obtain transparency and reduce MTTR for the IT environment. So are you ready to get started? Create an account in Site 24/7 and rest your monitoring worries on us. Monitoring and connecting with us both are simple. Our expert team is always at your disposal when, where, and how you need it. So hope you found this webinar to be informative and interesting. Thank you.